Hey everyone, welcome back. We are at 1,000 subscribers and I cannot thank you guys enough, each and every one of you that subscribed. And of course, as the video title says, we are going to be doing some giveaways. I have 5 giveaways for you guys. I'll tell you all throughout the video how you can enter to win. I'll go over some of the things I'm gonna be giving away, and in my opinion, an even bigger announcement of a video that is gonna be coming up that I think is very exciting and has already become a huge project for me to take on. So I sold 16 items over the weekend, $537. I gotta go out there and pick those. I got some that are in the studio. We gotta get those shipped out. We're gonna go over one of the most costly shipping mistakes that I've ever made. So stick around and I'll break it down. All right, first up, I sold another one of those buffing wheel sets for the old, okay, full disclosure. I just realized I made a mistake, and I'll show y'all what it's all about. Okay, so I can't really show it because it shows people's information, but let me pull up these 2 different listings. I sent the wrong item to a buyer, and now I have someone that bought the other item that I sent. I think we've all done this. I hate making this mistake, it really sucks. Okay, so here it is. You may remember from the last video that I sold one of these buffing wheel sets. Well, I had 3 different sets. I had 2 of these that had a brand new buffing compound with a brand new set of wheels. Then I had one other set like this that had a brand new wheel set, a used buffing compound with disc cleaner and protective, and then a 3-inch disc adapter for GameCube thrown in, and then I believe this is just a surface mat to protect the other side of the disc while it's being cleaned. I'm not 100% sure. But there are 2 different ones because I had, like I said, I had the other 2, and then I had this one because I did not have another full bottle, but I just threw these other things in to sweeten the deal. It was the same price, but this bottle right here is like 50 bucks, but I had like half of it left. Well, this sold, and I shipped it out. I accidentally shipped the one out to that guy that had the brand new wheel set and the brand new bottle, and that's it. And then right here, I have that set that is advertised right there. Well, someone bought the set that I just shipped. And now today, I'm realizing this mistake whenever someone bought the other brand new bottle and brand new buffing set. So I have the option of sending them this kit, and I think I might do that. This is kind of a risky situation, but they are video game giants, and which means that they might actually benefit from having that 3-inch wheel adapter, and then they'll just have to kind of deal with the fact that that's used. I could send them the bad thing about this is this has to be shipped out today. So I'm tempted, and I think this is what I might do, and this is really risky. I would never suggest doing this, but I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna send them a message saying, hey, I made a mistake. I had 2 different lots. This is a brand new wheel set with 50% left of this buffing compound, and then tell them all the other things that they get with it. And since they're a video game seller, they might actually like having that 3-inch disc adapter. I have to ship this out today, so I think what I'm gonna do, like I said, is ship this out to them and hope that they don't get upset about it, and then worst case, they can send it back to me. This is difficult. Maybe I should just cancel it. Man, I wish I wouldn't have made this mistake. I'm gonna figure something else out. Worst case scenario, oh, that's $130, but worst case scenario, no. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna send this to them, and I'm gonna refund them I'm gonna give them a partial refund and tell them what happened and make sure that that's okay with them, and then we can figure out something from there. Worst case, they can send it back. Worst case, they can do a full refund, but I have a feeling based on the fact that these people will get use out of what they're purchasing. I have a feeling that they'll be okay with it, and I have a feeling me giving them a partial refund and them getting the buffing wheel set, which is the most expensive part. That is, they're both getting like the most expensive part. Those things are usually, I think, like $120 new, and I gave them a $129.99 deal for the buffing wheel set, and then like the $50 bottle. I think it's like 50 bucks for that bottle. So either way, they're getting a deal, and I'm gonna give them a refund. I don't think that they're gonna be upset about it, but I'm gonna send both of them messages telling them the mistake that I made, and I will keep y'all updated because this is a terrible mistake on my part, and I hate that. We've got one more thing going out before 5 o'clock, and then we'll come back and ship the rest of the items. Okay, out here in the warehouse, We got rack 1 of the car parts. We sold a fuel filter. Rack 1, A15. This should be 14. I don't know why that's, oh, there we go, A15. See, the part number is 33339. There it is. There it is. Got the, sold this little fuel filter. Sold this for $16.87, and that is free shipping, which is weird because that feels like it's over a pound. But I'll be able to put it into a padded flat rate. Unfortunately, I probably only made like $6 or $7 on this, but I think I had like 8 of them, 6, 7, 8 of them, and it was just one listing, really easy to list, really easy to ship. Didn't even have to take pictures. It had the stock image on eBay. So yeah, got to ship this out. Got to ship that out. Yeah, then we're gonna come back and start packing the rest of the things to ship out tomorrow. All right, back at the studio. And now we got 14 more items that I gotta pick, pack, and get the label printed so that we can drop them off in the morning. Okay, starting with the items that sold in the studio, I sold a garbage pail kid. I sold Potty Scotty right here on top. I sold that for $24.99, free shipping. I think I only have about 80 of these listed so far. Yeah, if you haven't watched that video, look back at my videos and I go over how I got these. I think it's labeled $1 Ziploc bag turned into 1,000. I got about 40 of these 1985 Series 1 Garbage Pail Kids cards. So yeah, hopefully that is the first of many. I need to get to listing all the rest of them. Sold a Hot Wheels over here on this bookshelf. Sold this Shark Cruiser for $4.99 and the buyer paid $5.40 for shipping. I listed a bunch of these Hot Wheels the other day. I've had these for a while. I got them from my buddy Rick that I purchased a lot of stuff off of. I talked about a lot of that in the last video. Yeah, that's definitely less than $1 that I have into this. Only making a couple bucks, but with these like items, I just, over and over again, taking pictures, simple front and back. Maybe I have a couple, I do like a side profile because people care about whether or not it's got a little bit of a bend to it. And this one does have a little bit of a warping to it, but it's not a super collectible card, but I made a couple bucks off of it and it probably took me 2-3 minutes to list each one of those. Final thing that I sold in here was this Batman, the Tumbler from the Dark Knight series. This is definitely my favorite Batman vehicle, and it's got the Batman figure in it. This thing is super cool. I personally always thought that this was the coolest Batman vehicle that has ever came out. Yeah, I sold that with the figure. He comes out, but I'm gonna keep him in there. Sold that with the figure. It's got a lot of scratches on here, but I put all that in the description. And I sold that for $27.99, free shipping. Sold this Alabama chrome car emblem. Sold that for $14.99, free shipping, and I got all those. Man, I bought, I think it was 1,850 or 80 or something like that of those and some license plate frames. I bought that for $700, and yeah, that was a good buy. That's the kind of stuff I love to get. It's easy to list, easy to ship, and a lot of them. So that is everything in here. I got to go out to the warehouse to get the rest of the stuff. Got all those boxes out because I'm currently working on that area up there so that I can get it suitable to fit all of my packing material, my extra stuff, and then maybe a couple other things, some facility stuff for the warehouse and just stuff I don't use often. But yeah, let's get to pulling these orders. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I went this long without getting a shopping cart to pull my orders. And it comes in handy. Okay, in bin 2F, I sold some of those multicolored plastic drinking cups. I have quite a few of them, you can see right here. But I sold a set of 6, and I sold that for $17.99, free shipping. I got that from Rick as well. I actually got all these. He had picked them up to sell, but he never listed them. $17.99, free shipping. I always remember drinking out of these as a kid. All right, let's come over here to bin S. Let's see if I can just reach in here. So a DVD. It is Dinner Rush, and I picked this up. It's sealed. Remember, I think I picked this up for $1 at a yard sale, and I sold that for $12.99, free shipping. Now, let's see what else we got. All right, and bin 3D, I sold a N64. So yeah, just an N64, and it has the manual with it, but and then it has just the standard jumper in there, but no cover, and then it's a lot of scratches on it, but it does work. It has a chip right there, just $44.99 for this, and they paid shipping. I just didn't have anything else to bundle that with. And that was from the big purchase I did with Rick as well. And then way down here, if you can even see it, we have in bin 3E, sold this little yacht, little toy yacht, and I think it's for, I couldn't find a lot of information on this. This actually wasn't even, there wasn't any like actual comps on this on eBay. This comes apart in 3 pieces, and there was some numbers on it, but there wasn't any brand name. So I just kind of went with some similar items, but you know, it was really difficult. I mean, that thing is really small, and from everything I could gather, it was made in the 70s. But yeah, it's a little 4.5 inch little boat, little yacht. And I sold it for $14.99, free shipping. And the rest is car parts. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 car parts. So we got 6 car parts to ship out. Yeah, 2 of them should be, and this is the dark area, so sorry, on rack 3, A6. So right there, sold that. It's a part of a car's AC system. But yeah, there was no sold comps for this part, and I don't even think there was any listed on eBay. But yeah, it's an AC accumulator dryer. Fits a Ford truck, $24.99, and the buyer paid shipping. Back over here, rack 3, box 13, WT 127, yeah, 1 left. Sold that for $11.99, free shipping. All right, we got 3 car parts in rack 1. That's this big one back here. These are all listed car parts. Rack 1, box 1, sold a hydraulic filter, a Wix hydraulic filter, 51570. I think I sold this on another video. 51570. Yeah, I did. That's right. And interestingly enough, I sold that one for $19.99, and I think I accidentally put free shipping on it. And so it ate into the profits a lot. And then I went into the listing, changed it to calculated shipping, and it sold. Kind of weird, huh? Why wouldn't they have bought it for the year that it was listed as free shipping? But that just goes to show you, you know, how me putting that new listing in there probably affected it in the algorithm. So I got, this is, like I said, this is rack 1, but I've got 2 sides to it. I've got the A side, so it'll be A1 all the way up there through A38. The other side is side B. Rack 1, B2, that is an oil filter, LP 5048. So I sold that for $19.99 and free shipping. That thing is really light. So even though it's kind of big, it's probably going to go out first class. I mean, I imagine that's why I put it free shipping. Let's see, rack 3, box 6. I sold a distributor cap, C190. C190 right there. Sold that for $9.99 free shipping. I have a lot of smaller items that are first class, smaller car parts that are like $9.99 free shipping. That's a lot of them like that, but I've been making money on them. Even though I'm only making, you know, $3 to $5 per item, it's very easy to list, multi-quantity. I would do that any day. Very, very easy. And then, see, I got 1 through 6. Oh yeah, on the other side, right here, box 7. This is a diesel compression test adapter. And that is part number 310810. 310810, okay. This one's pretty good. For this little small thing, this little steel diesel compression test tool, this adapter, $69.99, free shipping. But yeah, that thing's definitely gonna go out first class. It's really light. And yeah, the tools have done really well. I mean, usually they're pretty expensive. Those are specialty tools from a GM dealership. I bought out a lot of the inventory, older stuff. I bought them from a guy that bought them out from the GM dealership when it was closing down. It was about $60,000 or $70,000 in car parts and car specialty tools, and I paid $1,800 for it. That was a lot of work moving that stuff too. I had to fill my trailer up. I mean, fill my trailer up, and it was so much weight, and it was about 45 minutes away. I was getting on the highway, driving the best that I could. I was getting, I think it was 6 or 7 miles per gallon, because it was just so much weight. The trailer was tilted like this, truck was bogged down. It was a lot of weight. It was, man, I don't even know how much weight, because it was a lot of steel stuff, because a lot of the specialty tools, and I mean everything right here. I think a lot of this pallet, that whole pallet, and then 2 pallets right there, and then all the stuff on here, all the stuff under there, right there, and then everything that I've sold since, which I've sold I think about 25 to 30,000 in sales, maybe a little bit more since then. All right, here we go. Time to check out. Boom, there y'all have it. Everything that sold, 14 items plus the 2 items that we mentioned earlier that I already shipped out. $537.68. I'm gonna get all this stuff packed up, try to get a total of all the shipping, how much it costs, and see what our profit margins are. I wanna show y'all a shipping tip that I use when it comes to Hot Wheels. If you're selling Hot Wheels, or you're selling something that's like on a card, and you want to preserve what you have left of, you know, like the card's like structure, you can do something like this. You kind of cut a piece of cardboard, score along the edge right there, and then fold like a bigger piece down that doesn't reach that right there, and then you can tape down the edges so that the card stays flat against the piece of cardboard. And then I'll put it into a box, and then I'll put paper on top of that, and it should keep that card pretty flat. So yeah, that's my little tip of the week when it comes to shipping stuff like this. All right, they're all packed up. And in total today for shipping, I spent $84.67. So $537 to $84 shipping. So that's still $450 to just remove the taxes and the fees in pure profit. And then considering how much I paid for most of it, which just like most of my things, I have less than $1 in each item. So it's definitely safe to say that this is $300 in complete profit. Not bad for a weekend. I know I'm not the first one to talk about these, but you gotta love the IKEA totes. I fit everything in there and got the nice straps. We'll be able to take this very comfortably to the post office tomorrow. All right, shipping's done. We talked about my mistake. Let's get to the giveaways. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go live on this channel, 7 p.m. this Saturday. That is the 18th. So I'm gonna do it so that every 10 minutes I'm gonna do a giveaway. And then after we get done with all the giveaways, we're gonna do a working hangout. I'm gonna have an open panel, gonna have some friends over to jump on the live. And we're just gonna talk reselling. We're gonna talk what's going on with the channel, some of the meetups we're gonna be doing. Got some good friends of the channel that are coming on. See how long we could waste time and BS about random reselling stuff and just whatever comes to mind. Most of the time on those lives, we don't even talk about reselling. We just talk about, you know, random just shenanigans. I would not have reached 1,000 as fast as I did if it wasn't for my buddy Chris, Old School Picker on YouTube. Most of you probably already subscribed to him, but if you're not, go check him out. I've known him for several years on YouTube, and I'm glad to see him doing really well with his channel. I love watching him. I usually don't miss a video. As you can see, I've got them all. I was in the middle of that one, but started making a video. So talking about Chris brings me to a big announcement that I have for a video idea. Not really an idea, more of a project that's going to be a video that I have coming out probably within the next 2 or 3 weeks. It's something I'm collaborating with Chris, Old School Picker. If you watch his video that comes out the day I release this video, I believe it's probably gonna line up where he's gonna talk about what I have going on with him. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but something really exciting. It's gonna be a big video. It's gonna be really fun. I bought a bunch of stuff from his store. I bought a bunch of stuff from a couple other people's store, and I had them throw in some of their bad buys, their bad purchases, some things that they purchased where they thought they could make some money on. Chris sent me the stuff that he bought. It's gonna be really fun to do what I have planned with that stuff. I'll release more information, maybe this Saturday, but maybe a little bit later on. I've never seen a video like it, so hopefully this will be something very unique that everyone will enjoy, not just resellers, collaborations with other people to be a part of this video. It's not gonna be your typical reselling video. I'm not gonna have what solds. I'm not gonna talk about tips and tricks. It's just gonna be pure, ridiculous, fun entertainment if you're entertained by it. I'm putting a decent amount of money into it. I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't have the warehouse, if I didn't have supportive friends, if I didn't have so much support from the channel. And then, you know, if it wouldn't have been for people like Chris that you know, have been motivating me, I would not have been doing that at all, and I would not be on YouTube, to be honest. and my reselling would probably not be what it is today if I didn't have the support from all the YouTubers and the old lives. Many of you will probably remember being, in the lives with a couple of pickers, with Tommy and Tracy, with, even Shed Flips back in the day when he would do the lives, Lonnie and John Cincinnati Picker, and then Justin RVA Flips. Yeah, I remember they would do lives. That was like one of the first ones I kind of got in on. But there's just a lot of the people from this, that kind of like jump around to lives, and I'm one of those people too. I'll be in a lot of the lives, just messing around, talking reselling, talking just crap. I mean, we don't really talk about reselling all the time. I'd say most of the time it's not about reselling, it's about silly stuff, and it's fun. I love the YouTube community, and that's why I've jumped back on, and that's why I wanted to do some stuff to give back to you guys. That's where we're going to do the giveaways. That's enough about that video. I know it's kind of vague, but it's going to be fun, and I'm really looking forward to making it. I'm gonna show y'all some of the things that I'm gonna have as giveaways, but this is gonna be a random giveaway, and whoever wins will send me their address via email, and then I'll get those things shipped out to you guys. Let me show y'all what I got. All right, y'all, here it is. Here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things in total that we're gonna give away. So I'm gonna give away these 2 utility knives. These are pretty heavy duty. They have a little slot in here, I believe, that holds a lot more razor blades. These are obviously great for boxes. Anyone that's a reseller is going to use these. And these are like 18 bucks each when bought new. I've had them for a while, but I don't really need another one because I love this one right here. Opens up like that. It's made by Craftsman. I actually have an affiliate link for this Craftsman foldable razor blade. I think this thing's only like 12 bucks, something like that. But I have an affiliate link in the description if you're interested in this. It's really cool because the blade can be taken out by pushing this button right here, and then it just slides out. Yeah, it just slides out like that. Hold the button, slide it back in, and then it's locked back into place, and then fits in your pocket really nicely. Of course, I have the old Stanley, old reliable here that works. I've got like 3 or 4 of these. They get stiff after a while. That one right there I've had this for 4 years. This thing is great. Still snappy, still closes nice, and sliding this up is effortless. I love this thing. Like I said, 4 years, and this thing is just scratched up a little bit. That's it. It's still in great condition. Love those. But yeah, enough of that. Enough of the plug for Craftsman, but use my link if you want to buy one. 2 gift cards, both $25, one for Olive Garden, one for Texas Roadhouse. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory. And then if you watch my last video, you know that I got in trouble for selling license plates. Now, why would I just pawn them off on some, of my unlucky subscribers? Well, I've picked all the ones that are 3 years and older. And if you remember from my last video, that is the determining factor as to whether or not you can sell these things. The only one that is not over 3 years is this one technically. March 2020. At the end of this month, this one will be able to be sold. So keep that in mind, and I will mention that with the live, that this one right here does expire at the end of this month. But yeah, if you remember from the last video, these do sell for quite a bit. A lot of 10, 2 lots of 10. They sell for, here's a sold right here for $69.99 for a lot of 10, $49.99 for a lot of 10. That's just the standard first in flight plates, and most of these are first in flights, but this one right here, this is an older first in flight, but it does have a bend to it. And then this is a weighted one for like a big truck. And then most first in flights here, some of them have a little bit of wear, like this one right here has a lot of wear, but it's kind of cool actually. And then a weighted one, some of these are temp tags. But then of course the Kansas. But obviously I'm gonna pay shipping on this. So I'm gonna make it so that you can pick which one you're gonna be in the like lottery pull for, the raffle. It's gonna be a random comment selector, so I'll tell you a special word that you put in to get the knife. Same with this one. And then it'll be like Olive Garden or Texas Roadhouse, and then maybe I'll do 2 separate ones for these 2. You get the idea. So you will only be entered in the random selection for whichever one you're interested in, or you can enter in all of them. It's just some people might not want to deal with the license plates. Some people might still be afraid that you would get in trouble for them, but just make sure that you put in the title that they are expired over 3 years, and in the description that they're expired over 3 years, and you shouldn't have a problem. I am just not going to do it again because my account has already had that issue and they removed 7 listings. So I'm just concerned that maybe my account will be flagged and scrutinized more heavily, and I'm not going to be making any money off of them. So maybe someone else can, and who better than one of my faithful subscribers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the live scheduled out prior to posting this video, and I'll be able to post the link in the description. So check out the description of this video and you'll see the link to that live. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button so that you will be notified when I go live, and maybe you can win something. And that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for getting me to that 1,000. Special thank you to Chris, Old School Picker. Go subscribe to him. So I'll see y'all this Saturday for the giveaways and the working hangout afterwards. And so, I think that's it. And always remember, if you ain't first to a Resale King video, you're last.